HBO Max is the newest challenger in these streaming wars, and I know what you're asking yourself. Can it compete with Disney and Netflix? Is it worth the price? Is it worth to buy just for the Snyder Cut? And speaking of cuts, will you ever get a damn haircut? All these answers and more on Super Splash Reviews. Before we get into the review, I would just like to say, in regards to everything that's happening in our world right now, I hope everybody's protesting safely, hope nobody's getting hurt, hope everybody's still staying 6 feet apart from each other, and rest in peace, George Floyd. You will get justice. What's good, Josh? Your boy Super Splash here, and today we're going to be reviewing HBO Max, the newest streaming service that released about a week ago. Fuck with us and then we tweaking, run up on it. And I figured I'd go through the app and go through some of the strengths and weaknesses to see if it's really worth subscribing to, if it's really worth your time. HBO Max, for those of you who don't know, is a new streaming service from Warner Brothers company. HBO Max is like everything in HBO Now, everything in HBO Go, and also original content, and then also other goodies like DC, everything Warner Brothers owns. There's some Crunchyroll in there, some Adult Swim in there, some Cartoon Network in there, and we'll get into that in a minute. But it's like an all-encompassing thing, and so I hope for in the future they'll just combine all three and have one package where everything is there. But HBO Max is that package, so we'll see what they do with the other two services. The first strength of HBO Max is its varied content. Now, just like Disney Plus, and it has different types of movies and stuff like that, it's all for the same audience, in my opinion, all for the younger demographic and for men 45 who used to watch these shows when they were younger. HBO Max is for the everyman, and when I say the everyman, I really meant for every man and woman and child. So for every show like The Sopranos and The Wire, they have Looney Tunes and Sesame Street. They got all different types of things that can talk to different demographics, all in the same service, which I think is a really smart plan. They got Turner Classic Movies on there, so they got stuff like Singing in the Rain, and they got Citizen Kane and Casablanca. It's varied, and that's a really strong proposition for anyone trying to get into the HBO catalog. And I think that's the main driving point, because there's so many movies, there's so many TV shows on there, and shows that are critically acclaimed and well liked. So I'm going to list a few of the notable ones I've seen on here so far that'll certainly catch our eye. Yeah. See it? Band of Brothers, True Blood, they got the Boondocks on there, TMNT, yeah, they got that too. Oh yeah. Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack. Look at all that high quality programming. This is a strength and a weakness. Now, they have DC on there, right? So Warner Brothers also owns DC, and this is one of the main reasons why I got the service. They have a lot of DC stuff on there, but they definitely valued quantity over quality, because they don't have all the best stuff. So if you came to this service thinking they were going to have the Batman anime series, you're sorely mistaken. If you thought they were going to have the Christopher Nolan trilogy, you're sorely mistaken. Those are the two biggest omissions in the DC slate right now. Like the DC TV shows, you can understand because they have a contract with Netflix. They have, I would say they have a third of all the Batman movies, the live action ones, and they don't have Batman Mask of the Phantasm, or they don't have like Young Justice, or yeah, any of the big ones that you really want to see on the go and you can watch it anytime you want. They don't have it, and I think that's pretty weird. If you're gonna launch your service and you know DC, a lot of nerds are gonna be watching this, a lot of DC nerds like myself. That's the first thing I checked. I went to DC and I was surprised at all the stuff that they're missing. Hopefully they'll get on there soon. That's definitely a big weakness, especially for someone like me who really wants to watch those shows. Speaking of all things DC, let's talk about Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut. If you've been waiting for the Snyder Cut to come to HBO Max, then you're going to have to wait a little longer. Apparently it's not going to come out until 2021, and it's going to be a 4-hour long episodic series that's going to remake the movie in some way. I think it costs like $25 million or something like that. So I would wait on that. It's not coming out for a while, and with everything going on right now, it'll probably get pushed back a little bit further. Now, let's talk about some of the acquisitions, and I think these are strengths, and I think that HBO, Warner Brothers, whoever made these acquisitions, think there's a strength too, which is why they spend so much money on these shows. But so let's talk about South Park first. They spent about $500 million on South Park to get South Park all the episodes on their service, which is a really big get. And I'm guessing they did it because they think it's going to be huge numbers for that show. They spent another $500 million to get Friends on the show. Um, I personally love Friends, but even I'm not gonna watch Friends on the thing. I to watch that. I watched those episodes back to front twice now, and so no need to do that. But Friends is a big money maker. That's why Netflix spent all the money to get them for one more year. And so HBO Max will be jumping on the bandwagon like, well, they'll make some money for us now. So it makes sense, I guess. The biggest surprise, and I actually like this show, they spent almost $1 billion
$100 billion
for the Big Bang Theory, which, I mean, is mind-boggling. They must be making lots and lots of money to get that show on HBO Max with so much money. $1 billion just for that show alone. It's unreal. But hopefully it works out for them. Another strength, well, a weakness is, I don't know what's a strength or a weakness now because I haven't watched any of the shows yet, but the HBO Max originals, I haven't watched anything yet, but I know that there's a Green Lantern show coming, which I'm excited for because it's DC, of course. And the Boondocks, they're having another season of the Boondocks, which I can't wait. I love the Boondocks, so I can't wait to see how that goes. And I hope they bring everybody back, like Aaron McGruder and everyone. And I hope everybody reprises their roles and that the writing and the jokes stay up to par. But besides that, I looked at the originals and some of them look cool. There's an Anna Kendrick show that looks pretty cool, but I haven't really gotten into it. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that. Another weakness I would say is the price. $14.99 seems a little pricey, um, especially considering the fact that Netflix is way cheaper. It's way cheaper than that, and Disney Plus bundle, you get Disney, ESPN, and Hulu for $12.99. But I also pre-ordered it before the thing came out, and so I'm paying $11.99 for my HBO Max. Another weakness that HBO Max has is their collection suite. So they have 3 programs on there as collections. They have Crunchyroll collection, Cartoon Network collection, and Adult Swim collection. And they made sure to put collection underneath it because that means they do not have the whole catalog. So Crunchyroll, for instance, they don't have everything you can find on Crunchyroll on HBO Max. No, that would be a big get. Instead, they have a few choice anime. So while Crunchyroll probably has like 20,000 anime on there, HBO Max has about 7 or 10, which I'm not exaggerating, has like 7 or 10. Adult Swim and Cartoon Network is the same thing. They both have collections, and they're like 5 a piece on each one. So that's a really big weakness. See the Crunchyroll up here, you see, has nothing really. Like it has the most out of the collections, but nothing really. And then down here is the Adult Swim collection. So they have Rick and Morty, and they have the rest of these shows, but nothing really of consequence. And there's only like 7 of them. And then Cartoon Network on this side, nothing really. So hopefully that they have the partnership with them, that the collections will grow larger and larger, and by this time next year they'll have a way bigger suite. But right now it's not looking too good. Now, on to my verdict. My verdict on HBO Max is that it's worth it depending on what you're looking for. If you're coming to HBO Max because you like TV shows like Veep, which I'm really enjoying right now, or you want to watch Boardwalk Empire or OZ or Sopranos or Turner Classic Movies or anything like that, then definitely get it. If you're in it for the movies, like you want to watch John Wick Chapter 3 or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or any of the other slew of movies they have, it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of content there, a lot of different types of content, different types of movies that's on there that you will enjoy, big movies. If you're in it just for something to watch for the kids or family-friendly stuff, they have stuff on there, but I think Disney Plus has a way bigger range of stuff because all their stuff is family-friendly. So they have a bigger stuff, but if your kid is more partial to Sesame Street and Looney Tunes, or you want to watch the old school Looney Tunes stuff, all that stuff's on here. So they got Scooby-Doo, all the Scooby-Doo is on here. So, I mean, it depends on your taste, but it's worth it if you're in it just for that. There's a lot of stuff for kids on here. Well, just not as much as Disney. So that would be something to consider. If you're someone that's here just for DC, I would wait for a while because they have stuff on there. They have like a lot of Batman stuff. They have like the Supergirl, old school Supergirl stuff like that. They got Wonder Woman and Joker, but they don't have all the current DC Arrowverse shows because of the contracts with Netflix and everything. They don't have the Christopher Nolan Batman, as I mentioned before. They don't have like other stuff, other big movies on there right now, and it's not because not coming for another year. So I would hold off on getting it if you're coming just for DC stuff. If you're here just for Cartoon Network or Adult Swim or Crunchyroll, it's definitely not worth it. So if you've been watching this long and you're curious what's going on with my fucking hair, and I'll tell you, obviously with everything going on, you can't just go out and go to a barber, right? And the dilemma I'm running into is that I love my beard, and so I'm not gonna cut this off. So what I usually do is I go bald and just cut this off, but I don't want this to look nice up here, or relatively nice, and then have my beard so looking fucked up, right? And you're thinking to yourself, oh, you can just trim it, but I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna fuck it up, so I just like leaving it. I just want to wait until a professional does it. Don't want to fuck anything up, so and that's why I'm not cutting it off now, and I'm not gonna do anything to it. I want to wait until everybody can go back outside and people can be around each other, and before I cut anything and do anything to that. So that's been my review of HBO Max. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Please share this video with your friends and family. Hit that bell icon so you're notified when I post a video. Also, if you like my reviews, you can click up here and watch some of my older reviews. Or if you want to be financially responsible and learn how to save your money, what stocks to buy, and where the stock is going right now, you can click over here to the financial chapter. One of my dear friends, he can teach you how to save your money correctly. Alright, thank you for watching. I'm Sufai Splash, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.